Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you this look and how I did it. I did something a little bit different this time. I decided to give myself a little bit of a challenge and randomly draw two eyeshadows to create a look with. First I drew Freeze Ray from my multi-chrome unused bowl, and then I drew Twisting Tea from my second regular shadow unused bowl. First we're starting off with Notoriously Morbid Hello Exile, which is a pressed yellow pigment. I'm just putting it in my crease with a big fluffy brush and blending it out. And I'm just going to keep building it up until I reach the opacity that I'm happy with. This shadow was created for the sole purpose of filling in extra spots in the Blessed Are We the Misfits palette that came out last year in 2020 for the anniversary of Notoriously Morbid. They ran out of 12 pan palettes and had only 15 pans left, and so they created 3 extra shades that were available to purchase separately after, and this was one of them. Next, I'm going to be going in with Room 237 from the Come Play With Us palette from Notoriously Morbid, which is a golden orangey yellow sort of color, and I'm going to be building that up in my crease with the same fluffy brush until I'm happy with opacity. You can see here I'm sort of already building up the shape of the shadow that I want, and then I'm going to go in with concealer for a cut crease later. But as you can see, I'm building up the shadow where I want it to be, and I'm not dragging it down too far because it's going to get covered up with concealer anyway. If you're curious or you want to learn more, I have a tutorial on cut creases. However, it is an older tutorial and my editing and filming skills were not the same as they are in this video. So, also here I'm going back in with Hello Exile because I went in a little heavy with Room 237 and I kind of wanted to tone it back down into a milder yellow again. Now we're going in with concealer from e.l.f. This is the Camo concealer in the shade Light Sand. I'm doing the looking up technique here, where you put a little bit of concealer on your lid and then you look upwards towards the ceiling, and then it creates an imprint where you can kind of use it as a guideline so that you can have a cleaner cut crease. So I'm just going to be dragging that down. I also am using an angled brush for this. And then I'm going to be dragging it out and creating kind of a curved wing effect. And you can see, since I didn't drag the yellow down too far, it's not too hard to cover up. A lot of times I don't really know what I'm doing with these looks, I just kind of start and roll with it. When I pulled the Twisting Tea and Freeze Ray, I got a blue and a yellow. So I kind of figured I would go along with the theme of the Twisting Tea eyeshadow, which is based on the Twisted Tea, the drink, to be more specific. Here I'm just kind of blending it out a little bit more around my eye so there's no harsh line in the inner corner. And then I'm going over the concealer with a loose setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair 05, just so that it doesn't crease and eyeshadows blend over it a little bit easier. Next I'm going in with Shadowbind from Notoriously Morbid, first with my finger, but then I realized I wanted a little more precision with this cut crease. So I went in with a brush instead. This is a great sticky base for multi-chromes and shimmers, and now I'm going in with Freeze Ray from Notoriously Morbid, which is a multi-chrome eyeshadow that was available during the 2020 Black Friday event, but they have some really great multi-chromes that are currently available on their site. I'm adding Shadowbind as I go across my lid so that it doesn't dry up too quickly and it's extra sticky for the multi-chromes. Now I'm going in with more Shadowbind for a secondary color. I am using the Hauntef AF palette from Notoriously Morbid, and I am using the shade Unseen. It is a palette that was available during the Black Friday 2020 event from Notoriously Morbid. This is a really beautiful navy to royal blue sort of metallic, and it just really pops against this yellow, and I think it's just perfect for this look. As you can see, I'm using a flat shading brush to apply this. This provides the precision that I need so that I don't accidentally go over too much into the yellow, because the whole point of the cut crease is to have a clean line. The other thing that helps is having a good sticky base to lay down, like Shadowbind. And then I'm just going to be using the same brush that I used the loose setting powder on to clean up under the wing right here, just to make sure that it's a nice clean line. Now I'm going in with Notoriously Morbid, the Dating Slayer, under my eye. And then, I know this looks weird and it's kind of cut off, but I'm using Not Your Basic Base in White Rabbit from Notoriously Morbid, which is a white eyeshadow base. And then I'm going in with the Warrior of the People, which is a nice royal blue matte on my lower lash line. And now I'm going in with Hesitant Heroine from Notoriously Morbid, which is a slightly darker navy royal blue on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to be blending it out with the brush I used the Dating Slayer on. Going in with some more Shadowbind from Notoriously Morbid, first with my finger and then using a brush for more precision. I really wanted to bring the inner corner highlight into my crease. Now I'm going in with the shade Twisting Tea on my inner corner. This is also from Notoriously Morbid. And I'm pulling it up into my crease and my inner lower lash line for just a really beautiful pop of yellow. And then I'm also going to be applying it to my brow bone for a brow bone highlight. Next, I'm going back in with Room 237 from the Come Play With Us palette from Notoriously Morbid, which is the golden yellow orange eyeshadow, and I am using it as a blush. Now, during the Valentine's Day release, Notoriously Morbid came out with a yellow blush, and I didn't end up picking it up, but I got a little bit jelly, so I decided why not use this eyeshadow as a yellow blush. Next, I'm going in with the Aim With My Eye eyeshadow palette, which was from the 2020 Advent calendar, which was Stephen King themed, and I'm going in with the gold shade, which is Beginning's End. Next, going in with just a little bit of the void on my tight line so that it covers my lashes. I just added some mascara, and that's the finished look. Let me know if you guys like my voiceovers. I did another random shadow drawing video, which you can kind of see here is the green on my other eye. So you'll see that soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.